friends to the Beaver Dam. Welcome, friends, to the Beaver Dam. And we're going to have a damn good time. I'm just doing a little bit of territory war. I forgot to set defense yesterday, and so I have to hit a certain requirement for my guild. So I am just pushing out as many banners as I can on my territory wars real quick, and then we'll hop into some roster reviews. So, welcome. Good to see you guys here early in the morning. Yes, I just woke up not too long ago, and now we're here. To answer your question, no, I did not get off work early. I typically have Wednesdays and Fridays off from work. I currently work part-time, but I fill up my time a lot with YouTube and doing stuff for our other channels. This channel, you know, I have a lot going on when it comes to YouTube, and because of that, I started working part-time. And so I don't typically stream this early on this channel, but, you know, it happens occasionally. So yeah, here we are. Hey Lumar, good to see you, my friend. Alex, good to see you. Darth Salea, welcome. Can we get a stream for the Australia viewers if they're even real? Isn't Australia made up? So is Ohio, from what I hear. Hey Otter, welcome. Thank you, Swago Overlord. I do appreciate that, because that was getting to be volatile. Hey Panic Monk, welcome. Heck yeah, Shack Dag. Okay, let's jump in and try this out. Oh, okay. I waited too long setting up stream. Okay, we'll choose someone else then. Dang, that one was with it didn't have Boba or Embo. It had the Garrido, so I was like, oh, we actually might win this. This one has no Omicrons. That one also has no Omicrons. This one's Relic 7. Okay. Yeah, Panic Monk, we'll be doing roster reviews in a moment. The best way to get a roster review is to go through the Discord if you are looking for a free roster review. Of course, you can donate or buy a $10 membership if you want to be able to, you know, jump the line. Hit that. No, leave him alone. He's the last person I want you to hit. Here, let's do this to get everyone to focus on her. Now we're gonna hit this. We can't. Yeah, let's do that. So now he takes a turn. Now he takes a turn. And now he has his 30 stacks thanks to our Datacron, and we can go just insta-kill on Bosch Leia, hopefully. And he should be able to attack out of turn now. I said leave him alone, you jerks. Oh, and now they're going for him? Yeah, okay. Let's go ahead and call him to assist, see if we can't kill her off without you wasting our insta-kill. Let's go ahead and... Oh, she's so close. I think we can just do this. Okay, there's one down. There's 2 down. Now, he's going to have an extra 200% offense right now. So he's going to hit like a freight train for a bit. It's just a matter of will he survive long enough to kill people, essentially. Let's keep you alive. Subset your cooldowns, make sure you're not murdering people. Okay, we can focus him now. Sure. Okay, we have 200% offense again, so that should kill him. Okay, this is clean upable for sure, but let's see if we can't kill Chrysanthemum. Yes, it does, Shackdag. Hit that again. Okay, we're close to killing him. We just have to trust only in the Force. See, we're getting close with the armor shred and the extra damage. It's getting real close to finishing him off. Here, let's do another armor shred. Sure, let's go into ultimate. Is JKCK required for this counter? Essentially, yes. This is not a counter we're looking to win. This is a counter where we're looking to essentially just get as much damage out there as we can. That's kind of what we're looking for here, because this isn't like a counter that's actually like built to win, essentially. We actually don't want to upset his cooldown, so we're gonna just call him to assist. There we go. I'm hoping with this Datacron we may be able to win, but as you can see from this wonderful fellow here, he's looking pretty not good right now. We'll hit that. Yeah, I'll just hit that. Call him to assist. I'll give him a little bit of protection. Hit that. This might work. Well, we'll see. This Datacron might be giving us the damage that we need to finish it off. Oh gosh. Yep, there it goes. I was like, yeah, I think that's it right there. So yeah. No, I mean we had ramped up enough damage on JKCK and enough armor shreds on Chrysanthemum that killing off Chrysanthemum a second time wouldn't be bad at all. So it was just a matter of trying to get to Jabba in time, and we had a really unfortunate open where they focused down basically focused down Jedi Knight Revan and focused down Hermit Yoda. And so I think if we had Hermit Yoda still going for a little bit longer and gotten a couple more things out, I think we would have been fine. But without the Hermit Yoda going, it was rough. So I think with that Datacron, we probably could have won this, but If you want the best way to kill him with Jedi, just a Hermit Ezra. Literally Jedi Knight Revan lead, Jedi Knight Luke, Hermit Ezra, and 3v3 takes it down full banners. And 5v5, you just throw an extra 2 Jedi in there, beats it full banners. That is the best off-meta counter for Jabba, in my opinion. Because we already threw SLKR at 1. We're playing with whatever we have here. Okay, next up on our list for cleanups. I don't know, I've never tried a Finn team as a cleanup. Anyone tried a Finn team as a cleanup? I feel like that would work, right? Because this is always on defense, so I never try this. Who are we missing? Rose. And we give them... I don't know. We don't really have any good ones. We'll give them that one. Are you kidding me? You stole my frickin' cleanup? Communist salami, you deserve to die. Frickin' jerk. Okay. Let's try Bane on this one. I'm thinking we do something like this, and maybe that'll slow down the team enough that we can get through it. We don't have the Omicron, so we don't start. Yeah. Do that one. Pet cat looking over the bookshelves and trying to name her after a fictional librarian. My only choice is Jocasta Mew. I'm sorry. How dare you? Are all these guys immune to fear? Feels like something I should remember about this team, but then again, I never use anything with fear against this team. Hey, Malik. Hey, Malik. Worst tank of all time. Hey, Malik. Thank you. Thank you. Here's where we lose. Oh! They killed Malik! We have a chance. That took way too long to kill Malik, dude. Way too long to kill Malik. Well, it's cleanable. Let's see. Rebels. You. You. Essentially, anything that can take out Bosch Leia immediately makes this team cleanable. Let's give him like a full-on Kron, like what is this one? This one? Yeah. Ooh, doesn't Lando have extra armor penetration? Yeah, we'll do that one. Here, go ahead and just dispel debuffs. Let's start our turn gear train rocking. I'm a little worried, but I'm assuming we can do this. Basically, we just need to own the turn meter train for most of this, and we'll be fine. Oh, I know why we're not getting any audio. Yeah, there we go. I was like sitting here, I was like, why? That's right, I turned it off the other day. Come on, guys. We need to get through Chrysanthemum. I'm begging you. You guys have riposte. You can attack under protection. I know he has a lot of protection. There we go. Now that he has days with this should be like no problem. And there we go. I have not Swoga Overlord. I completely forgot. Okay. I don't know what I have left that I can really utilize here. Ray, Ufus. We're gonna give you Ahsoka Tano Fulcrum. We'll give you Commander Ahsoka Tano. We're gonna give you Ben, and we're gonna give you JTR. With an Ahsoka Kron. I'm gonna try that. That's just rude. Yeah, let's use it. Can we... That just comes back, right? Yeah, it does. Okay, we're gonna do that just so that way she doesn't get absolutely destroyed. Ray's getting literally no turns, dude. Like, literally no turns. Just hit basic again. You can't really do anything. Still can't do anything. Okay, nope, okay. Didn't want to inflict armor shred anyways. Yeah, let's just hit ultimate, keep people alive, and hopefully they'll take 1,000,000 turns again, which is a lot of turn meter into our veins. Dang, they finally got rid of my stuff. Finally! Oh my gosh. That took forever to get that off of him. Joke's on you, he can't be killed! I'm gonna time out on this dude. And there we go. We got Bosch layout. That's all I care about. That was an absolutely wild time, but this is cleanable, and that's what matters. Dang, he gets a lot of protection back. Right back into ultimate. Let's go. Jerk. You're supposed to go for Ben again. Are you kidding me? Ah, I forgot about the blind. I was really hoping on that armor shred. Just... Given like another minute, I think we could actually win this, honestly. Like, literally, probably another set of turns, so we would have been fine. I don't want to throw anything expensive against this. You, and you. Yeah, I know, Alex. Let's see. I haven't used this team not on, you know, defense literally forever. I am basically just spamming buttons at this point. I will be honest. Hit that for some more turn meter. Full auto. No, I'm just spamming buttons. There are specific abilities that I wanted to do, and I didn't want them to get trapped into doing specific abilities, essentially. Okay, we've already done that one. Let's see. A Lord Vader team. Do we have anything for a Lord Vader team? Yeah, we do. Mandalorians. Dang, River, was that without Datacron or without Omicrons? Because that seems not right. Sorry, Maul, but you're not getting that kill. Yeah, she can't ignore taunt when she's outside of GAC. That's fine. All in. We're already almost to 100 stacks. How about not? I don't want you guys having retribution. Well, that was rude. We'll save you for now. Okay, there's one down. Honestly, we're gonna try and kill Thrawn real quick because he'll be an easy kill. Gonna keep you out still. And that's why we're keeping you out. Okay, another one down. Yes, trying to make Guild happy then roster reviews is exactly what's happening here. Hey, Levi. That's wild, River. I'll have to take a look at that. I know, great action by the poop stance, I agree. Hey, look, a Glat. I don't have anything for a Glat. Oh, it's... No Datacrons. Hold on. Yes, I know this is a waste of a Geonosian Brood Alpha. Who cares? Armor, and let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, and Separatist. Yeah. One of these days I'll have a relic boy. It's a crap Datacron. Okay, we're gonna hit that. This guy's speeds are not good. That is the slowest Hermit Ezra I have seen in a long time. Holy crap, that's a slow Hermit Ezra. Yeah, kill off whoever you want, guys. I am RJ. Thank you for the raid. Let's get our
Hondo Onaka, welcoming you to the Beaver Dam.
Yep, go ahead and kill them. We want them to die.
Hello there.
Oh, I'm having a great day, my friend. How are you? Oh no, I got exiled twice. Whatever am I going to do? Fair, RJ, fair. Does he have like damage immunity? Okay, we're gonna hit this. And then we're gonna do that. Goodness gracious, we're just getting hammered. Yes, I'm ignoring ultimate. So, ultimate doesn't insta-kill, guys. When Hermit Ezra's around, ultimate doesn't insta-kill. But it does double your mastery, and so if you wait for a while, you can double your mastery with it, giving you the ability to kill off Hermit Ezra, and then from there, you can basically just kill off the team with just regular, you know, ultimates. So once Hermit Ezra is gone, then you can insta-kill, like no problem. So you have to wait till about 2 minutes, 30 seconds before you've ramped enough before you can go into ultimate. This is a very finicky counter that you have to know what you're doing to make it work. And there we go. We won. And so if we hadn't ramped up our mastery, Ezra would have taken forever to get through. Yes, the shock would have helped, but Ezra would have taken forever to get through. Then we wouldn't have been able to get through Ahsoka at the end. We might have died. So yeah, we don't hit ultimate immediately in this battle. It is one of those battles like the 3v3 Bastille Elite JML comp, where we wait about half the battle and before we hit ultimate. Let's see. That depends, Levi Joe. Do you have a damn awesome membership or higher? Let me check real quick. Because it's only the damn awesome memberships and higher that get a member roster review. Yeah, YouTube servers are being a little clogged today. There we go. Yes, Levi Joe, you are damn awesome. Yes, you can, my friend. Did you want a live roster review where you hop into a a voice chat with me in Discord, or you just want a priority roster review. It's your choice. Just depends on what you're comfortable with, essentially. What do I still have? I have a Jabba. I don't know if Jabba beats. I don't use Jabba on offense, so I have no idea what Jabba beats. We're gonna try this. I don't know what we're looking at for this, but it sounds like fun. My poorly modded Inquisitors. No, so we'll go Overlord. The gifted membership is not a damn awesome membership. It's actually, it's not, you can only gift the first tier of membership. It's actually, you can only gift, the, whatever tier membership is closest to $5, weirdly enough. And so if I had a $1 membership and a $5 membership, it would gift the $5 membership. Dang, this team is so anti-Jedi. I was like, I don't know if this is gonna work because they have a good datacron. You know, I've never done this counter. My guys are poorly modded. No, they just die. Oh my gosh. Grand Inquisitor can beat JML if you have good mods and you have like Omicrons in Territory War. In GAC, it doesn't really work unless you have good datacron. Ooh, it's a straight up SLKR. I haven't seen one of these in forever. I don't know. Let's try this. This sounds like fun. I have no idea if this is gonna work outside of, you know, not you. Get out of here. You. What I meant to click. I'm gonna use you and you probably. This will be fun. Yeah, you need Territory War homies. I don't know offhand. I'm going to be honest. We'll go Overlord. I just know I've talked to people who say that they've done it. Rocks! Dang, that was a big hit. Well, there goes our Malicos. Sure. Wow, nothing. Oh, because it's a whole bunch of instances of damage. Yeah, so it would be nothing. Well, that didn't go anywhere. It was fun to try, though. Cooked a little too hard. You. New gun race not relict. Hey, Cameron, welcome. We need to finish off Butchaka as fast as we can. Get rid of the guard mechanic. Let's remove some turn meter. You get a stun. Nope. Okay. Keep removing turn meter.
There's no time for your foolishness.
That works. Just basically wanted to avoid a AoE to kill everyone. Hey, ADP, welcome, welcome. Where's your droid Deka? I never relic droid Deka for gas. I didn't ever see a point because he falls off of the General Grievous team really quickly. And I never bought the gas bundle because I already had gas and most of the characters relicked. And so if I bought the gas bundle, I'd literally get 2 characters relicked. And so I just never bothered. And so I've never bothered to get the Omicron either because it's like... this makes the team a little bit better, but also Newt Gunray with GG I feel like is more stable versus JML than GG with the droid Deka Omicron. I've seen my guildmates lose less often with the Newt Gunray version. So I don't see a point for the droid Deka Omi unless you're in like lower areas of territory war and you're really territory war focused. It's a solid defensive Omicron. It's not amazing, but it's solid. So yeah, exactly, ADP. This is stupid. But that's why I like territory wars, is because I can do stupid stuff that normally I would never do. But it's territory war, so I don't really care. Hold on to it. You're gonna need it. Let's see. We're gonna want to get through... We do get quite a bit of turn meter, so we're going to want to try and get through her stuff. But she currently has immunity, so let's try and make sure Ben is easy to get down. Or not, because, okay. Let's drop that on you. And there we go. Now we can start working on Rey. We're getting rid of her inspiration. Okay, there's her inspiration gone. Okay, now we need Rex to take a turn. Dang it, she's already ramping too high. There we go. Okay, we're gonna try this out. This is dangerous, I know. I don't know why we're focusing her because we can target around. Here we go. Let's try this. We're trying it out. We're trying it out, boys. We're still kind of screwed here because we're still kind of stuck behind Holdo if we hit anyone. Yep, there goes Holdo's doing her thing. Okay, basic. Okay, come on, do it, Rey. Oh, she had the ultimate. I got excited for a sec because I had set it up so that way she would accidentally waste the sudden whirlwind. Boy, do I hate you, Holdo. Just kill her, please. Can we... Foresight. We need you guys to stay alive. Wind it up. Okay. You get one big hit. You get one big hit. Where are you throwing it? You're gonna throw it at Ben. Okay, Ben's in. Okay, we got her back into ultimate. We can deal with an ultimate. I'm just basic. Oh gosh, can we one tap her? Oh, so close. I should have saved that. That was my bad. We're just gonna keep it for now. Okay, we're gonna... one tap. Yeah, there we go. Okay, we're doing good. We're doing good, guys. There we go. There we go, guys. Heck yeah. We pulled it off, dude. Oh, that one is so, like, you're just on a freaking tightrope the entire time. Oh my gosh. That Cal actually came in clutch, giving us a whole bunch of buffs. Like, that was fantastic. The Holdo and the baby Cal gave us so many buffs. Does Krex help with this counter? Not really, because Krex can be focused outside of things. I don't think it's gonna help that much. Oh gosh. Okay, we got this one. This is a Phoenix team. After this one, I think we'll go into roster reviews, because I think we'll finally hit a point where it's like, yeah, this is enough slices. I think we've killed enough teams to get our overall banners. I could be crazy, maybe not, but... okay. I don't like her having torture, but it should be fine, as long as we're getting some dazes out there. Dazes landed very nicely. Let's go ahead and use this one. Just basic. The problem with her getting torture just means that we don't get access to our cool thing, where we can be able to whatchamacallit, make sure everyone survives, essentially. Backup plan, that's what it's called. Yeah, without a Datacron, this team doesn't do much in territory war, or without a lot of Omicrons. Even with Omicrons, though, I feel like this team, I always stomp over it, unless there's a Datacron set that complements it. There we go. Yeah, if Krex gets torture, I'd have lost. You're not wrong, but if anyone else gets torture, it's fine. It's a 1 in 5 chance. I don't know. You can do it with a Preton if you want. I don't care. Do we still have our Imperial Troopers? No, we used our Imperial Troopers. Let's see let's see what our score's looking like. From attacks. 250. Yep, that's over our requirement. So there we go. I hit over a requirement. My guild will not get mad at me. I wish them luck. We're way in the lead, so I'm not super worried. We're doing good. And this hasn't reset yet, so I gotta pay attention to that because I know I'll forget if I don't pay attention to it. Okay, let's go ahead and open up our roster reviews, and we'll do Levi first. Levi, did you respond? Sorry, I was busy with battles. Did you respond on whether or not you wanted a live roster review this month where we talk back and forth, or did you want to do a just a priority roster review? Chat. Where's roster reviews? There they are. A normal one? Just priority? Okay. Then go ahead and throw your message into the Discord. And, you know, I'll just grab it out of wherever it happens to be. Or you can throw it in chat if you want to. If you do 3 numbers, then X, 3 numbers, then X. That's so much fun. They are not live yet, guys. Hold on. There you go. They are now live. Oh, gosh. It is so much fun to do that. Okay. Heinricher, are you also wanting a priority roster review? Also, did you guys notice something that's CG did with Apo's kit that that feels really good? Seen the high shotgun today. Oh gosh. Up to you. It's up to you, my friend. You're the one with the membership. You get to choose. But yeah, if you look at the stuff on Apo's kit that's locked behind Zetas, if Lord Vader's in the allied leader slot, if Lord Vader is in the leader in the slot is Lord Vader, so all of this is Lord Vader based, and buff ups will go Overlord. Okay, sounds good. River, thank you for the $5. We will put him right after the member roster reviews. Yeah, and so like I don't have to put any Zetas on this guy for the raid. Like, all of his Zetas are based on Lord Vader, which is super, super nice. And I appreciate that. I hope they do that with all the clones, because then I feel much more comfortable telling people to go for the clones. So, let's do it to it. Okay, sounds good. So we got Levi first, and then following Levi, we will do Heinricher, and then we will do Swigo Overlord, and we'll be back into the list and going from the top of the list. Let me go find if Levi posted in Discord. There's Levi. Bum bum bum. Bum bum bum. What am I missing? Oh yeah, I'm waiting on a raid. We have a raid that should be starting today. We'll probably start in 4 hours. Got it. Okay.
Hello there.
Hello there to you too. Welcome, Shazrog, to the Beaver Dam, my friend. Ooh, Relic that Bane. Had a roster review a while back. I'm thinking of finishing my relics for my CLS team at that time. Updates since then: JML unlock, Treya team, Negotiator unlock. Bane, as well as finishing relics for a lot of teams that might oversitting low gear levels. Zori, Captain Rex. So you're kind of like taking a break from major farms and getting some stuff done in your roster. I don't think that's ever a bad thing for sure. Current farm executor, but took pause since I got Bane with the last conquest. Fair enough. Once I relic Bane, I'll go back to prioritizing ships for a bit since I'm pretty lacking there. Yeah, I think the next two things that need to come into your roster are executor and Jabba. Those are the two big things that you need. Like, you have a solid basis of GLs, you have a solid basis of a roster, but you desperately need yourself a Jabba for modding, especially with the Lightspeed bundle account, Jabba for modding, and Executor for crystals. Those are two things that are just insanely helpful to an account like this. Those should be your next two projects. So make sure that in the background you're farming any characters that you still need to get yourself the Jabba if you don't have, if you have room in it, because obviously Executor should be your priority here because crystals trumps mods. But Jabba should be on your horizon. So let's check. You didn't buy the stuff. Yeah. So just make sure you're working on like the Bosch Leia and the Skiff-Guard Lando. Obviously, Chrysanthemum can wait. Chrysanthemum is a Cantina farm. Doesn't take that long to do because it's a Cantina farm. So don't waste your energy on something like Chrysanthemum, but focus down these characters that are just energy farms as you're working towards your Executor, for sure. Honestly, I like your farming path. Just make sure you keep him in the mind, and I think your farming path's pretty dang solid. You've taken the time to kind of relic up the characters that I would call out usually, because like you don't have a Night Sister bundle, so I'm not gonna call it like the Marin or anything. But like you've taken the time to do the ones that I usually would suggest cleaning up at this phase in a roster. So I love what you've done with your roster so far. I think taking a break for Darth Bane was a great idea. I think Executor is an excellent idea for your next farm. Just add in Jabba after that, and I think you're golden for next farms. Let's take a quick look at your speeds, see how your mods are doing. So already I'm seeing a lack of a 6-dot mod on your Supreme Leader Kylo. He is looking a little slow as well. Tenacity, protection. So obviously these are like the best mods that you probably had at the time, but we gotta get these GLs specifically modded how they should be, primary wise, speed wise, all that type of thing. Your GLs should have the best mods that they can possibly have. Now Rey doesn't matter as much, but you do have a broken set here, and it's you have a speed set. So I don't know about that, but it does look like you have a very slow Rey. So I would switch back to an offense set and then try to push the speed up over 500. Your mods definitely look like they could use some work. So I want you to go look up Rabid Beaver mods. You'll find a video that talks about it. Just how to farm mods, how to not take mods too far, all that type of stuff, because your GLs are looking scary. So I'm not even gonna, bother with your other characters for now. Your GLs are looking scary. Goals over 540 speed on SLKR with an offense cross and a crit damage triangle. On Rey, I want to see 500 speed with over 10,000 offense, which is not hard to do. You have her at Relic 8. I'd like to see 11,000 offense on a Relic 8 one. I think it's technically 10.5 is what you're shooting for, but at least 10,500 speed with some offense mods. Everything else can be dumped into health. And then with JML, I want to see as close to 550 as you can get. Anywhere between 500 and 550 I'll be happy with. And then I want to see all protection primaries across the board. Because protection, he shares his protection as damage to his allies. So make sure you're using swigo.gg. Go take a look at that video. Honestly, the difference between a good roster and a bad roster is not how many characters you have, it's how well you're modding. Because you can, if you're looking at an enemy Darth Revan and it's a poorly modded Darth Revan, you can stomp over it with just even the modicum of good modded Imperial Troopers. Even like low gear, like gear 8 Imperial Troopers can take it down. So modding is so vitally important. So that's one of the big things. You're also identified that your ships are a little iffy, which is a solid thing to identify early. You are working on the Executor, so I'm not going to harp on you too much or anything. But yeah, make sure you're working on this. After you finish your Executor, make sure you add in your BAM. So like you're doing Bane now, then you're going to do Executor. You're going to make sure you relic your BAM after your Executor. If you don't have a relic Cad Bane, relic your Cad Bane, and then head into Jabba. And then make sure you're focusing down mods, so throw a couple extra energy refreshes into mods. Go watch that video. And honestly, I think you're on the right path for overall path. I just think that you need to focus down your mods. Hey, Iffy, welcome, welcome. Makes sense, Shazrock. Okay, sounds good, Heinricher. Hey, people are actually getting out the General Kenobi's. Yeah, I mean, we got a lot of members. They need to be getting those out. That's their big responsibilities when people say a hello there. Yeah, no, go to that Discord link. There's a section called roster reviews. Do I have any experience with Warhammer? I have never played the tabletop. I have been absolutely obsessed over the last couple of months with Total War Warhammer 3. It's basically everything I've ever wanted in a strategy game, and I would sell both of my kidneys and at least one of my testicles for a Star Wars Total War game. I've played Warhammer Darktide. I've played Warhammer 40k Space Marine 2. I've got a buddy that's super into the tabletop, but I don't know much about the universe. It's not like a universe that I'm super interested in, but they keep making great games that are in that universe. And so it's a universe that I've played a lot in the last like year and a half. Levi, the time to spend and get it done has passed. That was yesterday before lock-in to GAC. Now, if you had done it then, I would have been like, yes, spend. Absolutely. But you're past the lock-in. It's not gonna, you know, be something that's immediately important. So I just do it in your own time. Is Warhammer really that good? Is it on Nintendo? I don't know if it's on Switch. Space Marine 2 is excellent. I don't think it's worth the full price. It just felt like it's overall... I wasn't interested in the multiplayer experience. I was interested in the campaign and co-op with friends, and they were really, really fun to play with friends. But there wasn't that much content overall. It was really fun, played kind of like Gears of War, and I enjoyed it. But... Darktide, really enjoyed. I've put plenty of hours into Darktide, really enjoyed Darktide. I think that one's a PC only. It plays like Left 4 Dead, but in the Warhammer universe, so like waves of zombies, and there's like specialists. But some of the specialists will have like things like guns and, you know, different classes that you can play as and perk trees and stuff. I really enjoy Darktide. Total War Warhammer 3, I think, is also PC only because I think it would kill a console to play it. It nearly kills my PC to play it, but amazing strategy game. Used to be the same way, but I've been getting into the books. It's pretty interesting. I think you're like, I'll have to try picking up one of the books. DM me one of the titles of the books, and I'll pick it up because I listen to audiobooks all day when I'm at work. So DM me one of the ones you like, and I'll give it a try. Oh, that's why you hate Skaven? Did I say at some point that I hate Skaven? Because I do. I despise Skaven. My first game I played was the Dragons faction. I don't remember the Dragons faction's name. It's the High Elves with dragons, and there's just Skaven on all sides, and it's just they're everywhere, and they constantly harass you. And I hate Skaven with all of my heart. Never played Vermintide. I do own Vermintide though. My buddy gifted it, or no, it was free for like a day or two way back when, and I got it. I just haven't played it. Vermintide 2, I believe, is also out, and my buddy plays that a lot. I don't play it. Yeah, I said give me a book that you enjoy, not give me a list of all of them. Hey, Astra. Yeah, Lendog, we figured we'd get a roster review stream out for those of our Europe viewers. So, okay. But yeah, Levi, looking good. I like the look of your account. I'm worried about the mods. That's kind of the big thing here. Just try to make a Skaven Star Destroyer at some point. In, like, Total War? Let's see. Heinricher's in here somewhere. Okay, there's Heinricher. These look like the two same sets of numbers, so we're going to copy and paste. Okay, Heinricher, I'm going to pull you in here in just a sec. You have last time you talked about Warhammer Total War 3. Oh, okay, yeah. I still don't like Skaven. They're less annoying now though. I feel like the ones that I'm most upset at right now is the Vampire Coast. Any of the Vampire Boat factions, because I've been playing High Elves is still my favorite, and so I started a new High Elf one on the island that like they start on, and so I have control of that island, and I just keep getting harassed by the Vampire Coast. It's so annoying because when you lose a settlement on the Elf Island, you lose like 20% of your viability of everything. It's so annoying. Interesting, Big Techus. Okay. What are the chances of Gas getting a capital ship? I don't think so. I think there's a chance, but I don't think there's a high chance. I think 30% is a solid choice, so Overlord. I'd be more willing to see the Trench capital ship than I would Gas capital ship. Okay, Heinricher, pulling you in, my friend. Oh, hold on. Pulling you out. Because I forgot. I am on the wrong thing. Okay. Let's do it over here. Not over here wielding two mice, one with each hand. There we go.
Yo, sorry, not sure what happened.
Oh no, you're good. It was on my side. I forgot. I'm running a 2 PC build, which I really cannot wait to switch over to a singular because it is driving me nuts. I hate how many glitches there are with this. But because of that, I have Discord open on this front PC in front of me and opened up that, but I forgot I don't have any microphone attached to this PC. It's attached to the other PC, and so I'm like, hold on, I gotta open up Discord on the other one. So that was me.
Makes sense. Makes sense.
Have a look at Barrier. What's Barrier graphic?
Credits will.
Hey, Caitlin. Going for right now, trying to get ready for the new raid. Thank you for. I missed that, but I had a sticky note, and I think we took care of it. I don't know, but I found it on my desk like a week ago, and I was like, oh. Oh, gosh. Lieutenant Spurs, Discord is your best friend. If you don't want to pay for a roster review, you can join the list of free roster reviews. Okay, Heinricher. Let's find this message of yours real quick. So you said you had a block of text, and this is going to take me a second. Just finishing relicking most of the stuff I wanted and had mats for, so I'm not throwing any relic levels on anything at the moment. That's why I'm mainly looking for Zeta recommendations. Which characters I should focus mods on, but mainly Zetas. Okay. Final 15 Marauder shards. Nice. BTLB Y-Wing you're working on. Seeing like gear for any potential new Lightspeed bundles. I am missing 15 Lobot shards and 240 Drogon shards. Drogon's Cantina, so it makes sense that you'd be missing a lot of shards for Drogon. You kind of wait on that one. Missing 110 gas shards, as in like you haven't finished the last tier. Is that what you're talking about?
No. I have finished this. I'm spending on Malik at the moment because I wanted his shards done. So as soon as I get Malgus, I have the option of going.
Oh no, the stream just broke. Hold on.
Yeah, I figured. Do you want me to keep talking while you're fixing, or?
You certainly can. They won't be able to hear it, but doesn't really matter to me.
I don't care about them.
Yeah, fair.
And honestly, I'd rather get this done quicker so you can get to the next and like keep the money flow going, because that's like
fair.
That's what's interesting for you. So yeah, I'm just looking for like which characters to focus Zetas on, which characters to focus mods on, like all of that good stuff.
Big thing right now.
Yes. A little further up with my original Rust review note, there is a picture attached where I put most of the characters that I felt like would be good Zeta investments.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, overall, I'm pretty happy with my with where my roster's at. Mainly, like you yourself are speculating that there'll be a JKCK bundle soon, so I'm like just holding out gear, not spending anything at the moment, because why spend it on Saw and them, and if they're gonna be in an LSB in a month?
Yeah, I mean that's fair. Although, I mean, if it's an expensive, like 100 and, or not 100, but like a $50 Lightspeed bundle, it's rough for me. I struggle with those $50 ones.
No, it makes sense. It makes sense. I have that extra disposable income. That's the only reason I can do it. If I didn't, I wouldn't be either. Like, I wouldn't be playing this game at all.
Fair. Okay, are we back? Are we back, guys?
Just green on my screen.
It's just green? Okay, hold on. We're going to try something. Okay, so I'm going to... This is going to be... Okay. I think we got it. I think. Let's just. I don't have a camera right now. So
We would be honored if you would
Iceman,
join
welcome
us.
to the damn elite. Give me just a sec. I'll show up on screen in just a moment.
You are live.
Okay. And there we go. We're back. You guys can see me. Everything working. Goodness gracious, that sucked. So essentially, I had to switch to OBS midstream, so I had to close Streamlabs and open OBS and start the stream up before YouTube registers as the stream's no longer working and completely shut down. So,
Goodness gracious, good job.
yeah. Oh gosh. Okay, let me put out at stream notice. Gosh dang it, let me do this. Okay, there we go. We're back. We're good. Oh gosh. Nice, Thomas Masson. Not a bad Relic 9. Not like the best Relic 9, but definitely a solid one if you're super into Rote. Okay. Okay. Thinking. Got it. Remember what we were talking about. And let me pull up your roster review thing again. So that way I
If
can
you find
look.
the further up, you can see there's a picture attached where there's the characters I think should be Zeta Star.
Is that you? Yeah, that's you. Okay, there we go. Okay, so do you like favorited all of the ones that you think you should throw Zetas on, or?
Yes, just so I could give you a picture, like, and you could easily see where my head was at.
Yeah. Here we go. Let's take a look at this picture and see where you're what Zetas you're looking at. Okay, so Piet, Ben Solo, Dash Rendar. Do you have the with Dash Rendar? Did you buy the Lightspeed bundle that came with Vandor Chewbacca?
Yeah, I did, and I have his Zeta on.
You do have his Zeta on. Well, I definitely think an Omicron is warranted on Dash then. So that alone should definitely be on there if you have the Zeta on Vandor. Because the Omicron's not locked behind a Zeta.
Yep.
JML, I mean, all GLs deserve their Zetas. So you've got a lot of Omicrons you need to get through. I hope you're buying your Omicrons like
full.
every week. You have 3 full?
Yeah. I
Okay.
just haven't put them on anything.
Got it. And where's your Zori at right now?
R3 with Zeta because of Ray unlock, your guide specifically.
Okay, so in that case, what Zeta do you have on Ezra Bridger?
I can't remember off the top of my head.
Okay, I'm gonna keep this to the side, and I'm gonna start going through because you have a lot of options here that are excellent Zetas.
If you go by speed, Ezra will pop up near the top because I have him at over 300.
There he is. Okay, you have Force is my ally Zeta. Okay. Or is it Kanan's Legacy? I don't remember. I'm trying to remember if his Zetas and Omicrons are linked.
I think it's Force is my ally.
Was it Force my ally? I wanted to say Exile and Force of my ally are the 2 Zetas, and then Daring Advance, but I can't remember. I don't remember. Regardless, Kanan's Legacy is really what you need to make him pop off. So whatever you gotta do to get to Kanan's Legacy, I suggest it. So looks like that's just an Omicron though. So if you have 3 full Omicrons, looking at this list of people that you've given me, Kanan's Legacy on Ezra Exile, and then I would probably dump the other 2 in a Darkside Ray. Huh?
I just said okay.
Okay. Those would be where my Omicrons go into, and for Ray, I believe it's her 2 uniques are the place that I would dump the Omicrons. You may need a Zeta or 2 for that. As for other Zetas among these characters that you've given me, Captain Rex's 2nd Zeta is not worth it. Admiral Piet, you can throw it on if you want, but unless you're trying to increase the ship, there's not really a good reason for it. It barely comes in handy. Commander Ahsoka Tano, if you had a JMK, I'd be like, yeah, throw more Zetas into her. But at current moment, I mean, what Zeta do you have on her? Yeah, her own path. It's going to help out Ray just with that.
Yeah, that was my thinking, like, because I haven't actually gotten a chance to use the ability that would insta-kill whenever I played with it. So I figured I'll just get stats.
Yep, that's a great idea to do. So solid choice. I think that's solid. I would avoid her for now until either you get JMK or you take up her speed and you throw her in like a Padme team and start utilizing that. Then sure, drop some Zetas. But yeah, Finn definitely deserves his Zeta ASAP. You have a Relic Zori, you get that Finn Zeta on him. But yeah, so Darkside Ray. for Zetas. Darkside Ray for whatever Omicrons you need to put on her. Ben Solo, honestly, he can wait for as long as you need to. If you have the Force Dyad stuff on there, then he can wait for as long as he needs to for Zetas. He doesn't need them. So, like, out of all the ones you have, Dash Rendar's worth it. JML's obviously worth it. Darkside Ray for sure to get the Omicrons. Cat later, yes. Talzin and Marin, I could see an argument for if you're looking for doing the Jabba counter, but not necessarily the most amazing team outside of the Jabba counter. Like, they do some good stuff, but they aren't like top tier. Captain Rex, not worth it. Ezra Bridger, obviously all of his stuff is worth it, but Kanan's Legacy is the big thing that you need. Luthen, he can basically do everything he needs to do with one Zeta, and then if you want to throw some Omicrons on, then sure. Resistance Hero Finn, helpful, not necessary. Rose Tico, 100% auxiliary. If you want to drop the Omicron on Rose Tico, sure, but you don't use it in 3v3, you only use it in 5v5, which makes it hard for me to personally say yes. Veers, Veers is an absolute yes, because that gives you a new team in the Imperial Troopers. So, overall, for like the priority, the ones that you need for Darkside Ray to get her Omicrons. And then the Finn Zeta, Veer Zeta, and then I'd probably say Jedi Knight Revan because you have JML and I think a JKCK. No, you're waiting on the JKCK. You have a JML though, and so you should definitely get the Zetas on Jedi Knight Revan. And then I'd probably say Dash, and the rest are kind of like do later, auxiliary, and if you are looking to build a counter kind of thing. JML can survive without his Zetas for as long as you need him to, and so I do the ones that can, you know, build teams first. Although I do say, because you don't have Galactic Legend, that should be your first one. If you had Galactic Legend, then yeah, drop wherever you need to besides JML as much as you need to. He'll still do most of what he needs to do without Zetas. So Galactic Legend should be first, but then JML can wait on his Zetas for the ones that, you know, are getting you Omicrons and building an amazing team, or, you know, building a new team. So those are the three priorities I'd give you. So Jedi Knight Revan and JML I'd kind of put in the same priority. So, Dash, a little bit down the road. Go ahead.
With JML, that was my logic as well. Wait for JKCK until I really start throwing Zetas after that team.
Yeah.
Because it's somewhat functional without them.
Yeah, like it'll still kill, you know, still kill a JMK as long as you have the Galactic Legend Zeta. It'll still kill quite a few things that are important, but it's not like the most insane stuff. Which, to be fair, even without JKCK, I believe JML still beats SLKR with Darkside Ray if you're careful about it. But you do have to be careful about it, and that does require Zetas. So, give him the Galactic Legend Zeta first, and then start working through the list that I gave you. So, you know, the whole Darkside Ray and going down that list. But I would put JML's Galactic Legend because he shares damage equal to protection. Galactic Legend is just something you can't sleep on because it gives a 70% boost to his protection.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Any other questions at all?
No, I think it's good.
Let me
like any
just
characters that I should really focus speed on.
Focus
anything
speed
above Radis, anything above Radis is 300.
Okay, sweet. Do you have a quad main team? You do. Who are you using as your 4th and 5th?
Generally Shakti and like Kiadimundi or something.
I know that Pimpo suggests a fast Shock T for that team. So if you're using Shock T for the team, I would suggest getting her up. She does have a high base speed too, so it won't take much for you to push her even farther. So I would push her up over 300 speed. Grand Inquisitor's another one that usually you should have up at above 300 speed. If you can get him to take...
Riva mods.
Okay, that makes sense. Boss Nass is another one that you should have over 300 speed. Darkside Ray, another one that you should work on. Bosk and Grief Karga are pretty low. I don't know how often you use them, but if you do use them often, these guys should come up. Jedi Knight Revan's another one. That one you can kind of, work on in time since you're not fully investing into that team quite yet, but it's definitely one that you want over 300 speed, because the more turns he takes, the more he can pass around turns, focus down people that are not taunting, things like that, upset cooldowns. Jedi Knight Revan's supposed to be basically the fastest on the JML team. I'd like to see your Han Solo a bit faster, but I'm not gonna complain. Let's see how slow he is. I'd like to see him at least 30 speed faster. But yeah, that's about it that I'm seeing offhand. Because you haven't invested in the Bad Batch, so there's no reason to really mod your Bad Batch really well, because they're a high Zeta team. Yeah, dude,
they're not even on my radar.
That hurts. Jar Jar at gear 12. That hurts. Okay. Then yeah, I wouldn't worry about the Boss Nass. I'd worry about the other ones that I mentioned, but I wouldn't worry about Boss Nass until you invest in Jar Jar. Okay.
That's fair. Jar Jar, I kind of regret it because I can get the 1.2 million without Jar Jar.
Mm-hmm.
So I was like, okay, I have other characters like Revan and for Jedi Master Luke, and there were other characters like Luthen and Peo and some different things that I really wanted to get Relic before I gave him that Gear 12 stuff. Mm-hmm. And now it's just kind of shifted to where I'm holding. I'm I can get him up fairly quickly within a raid or two, but I'm not sure if I want to spend the stuff to get him to Relic 5 because it's not going to give me much, I feel like. Yeah,
unless you're pushing into a new guild, and even then, the team gets beat on defense. But to be fair, I have killed, I picked apart a Rey Hezra with this team. A Rey without Hezra can be killed by Gungans. I don't know if SLKR can still do it. It used to be you could take out SLKR as well. It's a good team, overall, and they'll take out things like Balin. And so overall, it's a solid team, even regardless of the fact that the raid's going to be going away soon, and their defensive viability is kind of garbage. If they don't have a Phoenix, I guess it's not garbage, but yeah, so overall it's something to keep on your radar. I wouldn't necessarily put it high priority, but it's still going to help you in your GACs. A lot of people argue that it's great for Rote, but I'm not taking a full Gungan team up to Relic 9 for a Rote, especially when, this raid's going away. I don't see a point in that, so.
Yeah, exactly. And I just spent my Relic 9 mats on Paw Patrol, so dang it.
Yeah. Okay, sweet. Then yeah, there's the people to get fast. There's your Zetas. And short of looking at your block of text, honestly, I'm going to say you're kind of in that spot where you have the assault battles, and you put a lot of work into the assault battles, and that's great. Maybe work on some guild farms. For sure, you're gonna have to work on some raid stuff for the new raid, but Zepho ready after the Zepho, if the JKCK bundle does come out, we're assuming, Zepho ready for sure, and then you can build your Malicos team, or Mommy Mando, and getting yourself into a really good guild can go a long way.
Yeah, that's where my head is at as well. I was thinking of going JKCK, finish Jedi Master Luke, then either another GL to get a proper Jedi Master Kenobi counter or Leia counter, and then going for Mommy Mandalore.
You have at least one, maybe two. Where's your Bane? Do you not have a Bane?
Not yet, unfortunately. I think I'm 60 or 70 shards away.
Yeah, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren with Darkseid Rey will take down Leia for you. JML will take down JMK for you. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren will also take down JMK for you. So you have some good offensive GLs at this point. If you invest in the JML, you'll be able to take out most of what it sounds like you're worried about. So
Okay.
Yes,
But
we'll go
yeah.
Overlord. You are next, and then it's Caitlin, and then we'll be back to the free-to-play list.
But yeah, that's kind of it for me. I
Okay.
thank you kindly for all the help.
Yeah, for sure,
Good
dude.
luck.
Yeah.
Peace.
Peace. Finally, now that that guy's gone. No, I'm kidding. Okay, so we'll go Overlord. Let me delete Heinricher out of my list. Next up, we'll go Overlord. Did you put your thing in the Discord? I think you said you did, and you were like 12th. So let me just go find number 12. Your name in Discord's Master Jedi, right? Is that correct? Okay. Oh, looks like we got a hot fix maybe for Apo. Can JML and his perfect team kill every GL? Ooh, the new Ascension pack. This right here. There ain't no way that I'm doing the math for this. It looks really good. Like if you struggle with this type of thing, if you're early on, this might be a good pack for you. I don't know the math. I mean, that's what, $10 worth of Chirotechs. Right? $10 worth of Chirotechs? Or is that $20 worth of Chirotechs? I can't remember. It's been too long. I think that's $10, but and then you get all this too. I don't know. I'd have to go through and actually like figure things out because I don't have all of them like in my head as to how much they're worth. Yay, we won! Yeah, those droid brains, or not droid brains, arrow magnifiers will help. Okay. I do not have a 7-star Apo. In fact, before I forget, because I know I will forget if I don't do it now. Thank you for reminding me. Let me just go get my 15 shards. I have a 6-star Apo, and I'll have a 7-star by the end of the week. No, Big Texas, you did not get skipped. CG is nerfing Apo, how dare they? Where did they put out a message? Hold on. Is it because of that one video that one guy put out that was like, oh yeah, you can 2-man JMK? Update. The team's aware of investigating 2 potential issues affecting Apo. Yeah, no, this is this thing. Prior to GAC attack, we're looking to get a fix. Oh, interesting. So that hot fix was probably what just went through. Did everyone get their streams fixed? What do you mean? Yeah, Ladarius just loves me. I don't know if you guys realize this, but Ladarius just loves me. That's it. Getting their stream to load? Oh, really? Is that being talked about in the Discord right now? Is that a problem? Hold on, let me... I don't see anything new in the Discord. Yeah, the screen was green because our stream was just dying from Streamlabs for some reason, so we switched over. So it should be fine for everyone now that we're on OBS. Dude, I was actually thinking about we might be doing a Denny stream right after this. I might be going up to 10 streams this week instead of 9 streams because I'm crazy and I'm like, I want food today and I'm hungry and I haven't eaten anything today because I woke up and immediately started streaming. So why not go do a Denny stream? So we might be doing a Denny stream directly after this stream. We'll see. So. Well, you'll be able to see one, Lendog. How do you have 62k crystals? It's a super secret tool called having a wallet. So I didn't know for the marquees that they were going to sell them for $100. And so in preparation for the marquees, when they dropped the $200 March Madness bundle that comes with like 40% more crystals than buying $200 worth of crystals normally, I was like, okay, we're going to do this to get our marquee characters because we're going for these clones. Because I said for the last, 10 months, 8 months, that if they drop Darkside clones for the anniversary, I would go get Lord Vader as my next GL. And so I've been saying that for 8 months. I'm a man of my word. I'm gonna go do it. And so I was like, I'm gonna go buy this $200 crystal bundle because it'll allow me to get like 3 of the marquees, or rather probably 2 of the marquees, maybe 3, as well as getting my 7-star Leviathan. And so I was like, yeah, this will be great. And then now I don't need them. Now I wasted $200 on crystals because like it's a better deal to just go in and utilize the $100 bundle they gave us. And so now I've got crystals and I feel dumb for buying them, but I guess I'll have a 7-star Profanity at the end of the month. Heck yeah, old man. Yeah, if they neglect us for the next 3 and they don't do a pack, then yeah, sure. But like with how I guarantee that pack alone upped their overall purchases of the new marquee by at least 30%. Like that was such a good deal that I'm sure it convinced so many people, because so many people already wanted these clones. And so if they make that a thing, I literally thought the other day, which is wild to me, I had to like think about this twice, because the first time I thought about it was like, I thought, dang, $200 a month for new characters, I could pull that off. And then I was like, yeah, but then I wouldn't have any spending money for myself, like for anything else. But like I actually considered buying every new character from now on. That's how good of a deal my brain registered that as, and that's not good. That's not. And so that's scary. Oh gosh. Roster review. Yes, we'll go, Overlord. We'll work on your roster review. I mean, fair, Heinricher, fair. How much GP do I have? I have 10.8 million. Yes, I can. Hold on, graphic. Their names are getting longer, and so it's like impossible to type them out, and so I have to copy and paste them. And the way that copy and pasting works in Twitch is really funky. There. Got it done, graphic. Yes, Digger, we will get to you. We have 2 paid for roster reviews first. Did Twitch chat Rick roll you? I don't know. Did they? I haven't heard a Rick roll or anything. I just got another bot The bots' names are getting ridiculous to ban because they're trying their best to, you know, get their scams through. Yeah, Lendog, you're not wrong. I'm worried about that. No, not besides like that speed could go to someone else who could use it more, essentially, old man. Exactly, Lulna. That's exactly my thoughts as well. Also, good to see you. It's been a long time, I feel like, Lulna. Maybe it hasn't and I'm just crazy, but I feel like it's been a while since I've seen you in chat. It's good to see you, my friend. Okay, so this is your roster. So go, Overlord. Let me get back to your roster message. And we are going to get through this, I promise. And once we get to free views, we're going to get through as many as we can, as fast as we can. We'll put our 5-minute timer up and start just wrecking through them. Okay, check my Inquisitor mods, exec stuff, and also Qui-Gon stuff, because I want to get that team for Gag soon. We'll go Overlord, by the way, yes. Okay, so you're looking for mod help, is that what I'm seeing here? So you're working on Executor right now, which is solid. That's like the best next farm. Then after that, I would suggest going, as much as I want to say Sith Eternal, JML. I'd go all in on JML unless you have the Resistance done. I don't know if you have all the Lightspeed bundles for it. Nope, you don't. I was just gonna say it doesn't look like it's everyone. It's everyone. So yeah, JML would be my next farm after your Executor. Okay, let's take a look at your Inquisitor speed. Over 300, very nice with offense mods. Love to see it. Seventh Sister, also speedy boy. So yeah, it looks like your Inquisitors are well done. What Tambor? Oh, he just has a high base speed. Looks like your Inquisitor, your first couple Inquisitors that need to be fast are these are the characters that you have fast in your roster. Everything else looks like it's struggling. Supreme Leader Kylo. Oh my gosh, dude. Oh my gosh, dude. I like your Inquisitors. Please finish your Supreme Leader Kylo. Okay, so if you bought the Lightspeed bundles or you have like the characters for C and you're that close, then yeah, finish C, then go for the JML. Pulled mods for Inquisitors. Don't do that. Don't do it. Make sure you're putting extra refreshes into mod energy in general. Your mods look pretty rough at the moment. You don't have Reva, right? I'm not seeing a Reva. Yeah, pull your mods back, dude. But yeah, regardless, your mods do look like they need some work. You have a couple characters that are really well modded, and then a lot of characters that are falling to the wayside. Like Captain Rex should be over 300 speed or as close to as you can, and instead, where is he? He's at 254 right now. You know, Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, you should have a 540 speed at least, and he's sitting there at a 504. So that's fine, Swigo Overlord. You can have your characters modded for that, and then you can bring your mods back in between routes. Because route only happens, you know, twice a month. And you only need that for 1 day of route. So like literally go into each of these characters. And you just go into them and assign a loadout, and then you can make a loadout out of their mods. And then now you have a loadout that you can then pull and utilize that loadout. So now I have a Queen Amidala loadout that I can click this and move those Queen Amidala mods back over to them. You use your mod loadouts. You don't need hot utils to be able to mod, you know, swap mods over. You can use mod loadouts. So, hey Alex, good to see you. I bet it confuses some people. That I call certain people by different names. But yeah, it's just That's what they were going by when I originally met them. You know, R. Santander's Alex RG over on YouTube, and so that's how I know him. You know, it's just, yeah. Didn't even know mod loadouts were a thing. Oh yeah, they're your best friend when it comes to not having hot utils. You can essentially, like, I highly suggest this actually. Go through and make a loadout for each of your like types of characters. Like for instance, JKCK has 6 dot mods and is based around offense. And so because this character is based around offense, I can make a mod loadout for this character. And then when you get to a legendary event and they're like, you need to mod him for offense, you just swap over your Jedi Knight Cal Kestis mods over to your character. And then you can just swap them right back to Jedi Knight Cal Kestis. That way you're not cherry picking from a whole bunch of different characters. And instead you're just stealing mass from a certain character and can move them en mass back to that certain character. And so I highly suggest when you're doing legendary events and that type of thing and you're working on your account, go through all of your top characters for different types of mods. You know, your characters with potency, your characters with offense, your characters, and get your top 10, get your top 5 fastest characters, and then like one of each of the different types of moddings that you could have for a character, and make a loadout out of that. It'll make legendary events a lot easier, because then you can go watch a guide and it'll just be like, oh, you just use your best potency mods, and you're like, oh, okay, and you move your potency characters mods over to this character for the event, and then you can move it back. So I mean, every character wants high speed, but JKCK is offense because he's a damage dealer. Yes, Swoko Overlord, we will be back to your roster. I'm just explaining, you know, mod loadouts and what I suggest with them. That's not what I want. That's the guy we banned. Frickin' bot. Okay, so yeah, mod wise, it looks like you need to keep working on your mods. This is a heavy Lightspeed bundle account, which makes sense. So make sure you're just throwing some extra things in. Utilize those mod loadouts so that way you can actually have a well modded SLKR. And your Inquisitors are just a so-so team. I'd rather see like a fast Captain Rex than a fast Grand Inquisitor. And so like move your Grand Inquisitor mods to Supreme Leader Kylo Ren, 7th Sister to Captain Rex, and have 2 really solid teams in GAC. And then, you know, you can move them back when you get to the rote. So I highly suggest that. Qui-Gon, really, the modding is like, this is supposed to be for offense, and you don't really need a relic Qui-Gon. You could stop right here and be fine. Jedi Knight Anakin's the one that you need relic, and obviously that's a character that you need for Sith Eternal anyways, so it makes sense to bring him up to relic 7. So after that, you really don't need anyone else on the team. You certainly can throw more, but let's see. Let's pull this up real quick. This is a old thing that I always bring up at this, and so if you've been on my stream, you've probably seen this before. This is Arnold's free-to-play account with like Gear 4 Qui-Gon Jinn and a Relic 7 Anakin, and it's taking down a full Relic Afro team. Like, this team doesn't necessarily need a whole lot to pop off. It'll get you holds. There's a reason it has the highest hold rate of like almost any of the non-legendary teams in the game. So throw your Qui-Gon up, sure. Mod him for offense. Anakin, mod him for offense as well, but give him as much speed as you can. Because his speed equals more offense. Qui-Gon, on the other hand, is more offense on Qui-Gon equals more offense on Anakin versus speed influencing him. So you could have like garbage speed on Qui-Gon, but good offense, and you modded him right. But Anakin, he wants both. He wants as much offense as possible, as well as much speed as possible. So. Overall, yeah, if you're close to Sith Eternal, Executor, Sith Eternal, then head to the Rebel Trinity, probably going for JML first, just because you bought the Lightspeed bundle, that gets you really close to JML. So that would probably be my suggestion for overall farming path. You could take a second and get Profundity after that, but Jabba needs to come into your roster sooner rather than later. So Yeah, you just want Qui-Gon dead. Exactly. And Qui-Gon, so each character on the Qui-Gon team, according to this Omicron, gets offense equal to 30 times their speed. But Qui-Gon himself, that doesn't actually affect him. Instead, when he dies, he gives 400% of his offense to his allies. So you don't actually benefit from more speed on Qui-Gon, you benefit from more offense on Qui-Gon. So... besides that, mods, you're already working on Executor. I do highly suggest the Wampa sooner rather than later. A Relic 5 Wampa will solo a bunch of teams. A Gear 12 Wampa will do almost nothing. You'll be able to kill some low gear teams, essentially. So Relic 5 Wampa is where you want your Wampa, so I do highly suggest throwing this in sooner rather than later. I wouldn't put it above like a close Executor farm, but I would put it in like the do it as soon as you have time kind of area. After your Executor, make sure you're working on your first order ships and finishing that fleet. It's, yeah, you don't have enough fleets to sleep on a fleet. You're right, Lolna. It's true. Yeah, no problem, Sweet Overlord. Okay, next up we have Caitlin. Caitlin, are you here, my friend? I hope you're still here. I would feel so bad if we accidentally missed you last time, and we miss you this time too. So please tell me you're still here. Okay, good. Okay, let's take a look at this. Going for Ray right now and starting to get ready for the new raid. Okay, so it looks like you're pushing into some farms that I wouldn't typically suggest to most people. Like you're getting your, you have a DTMG in here. You have the Finzorio, that's solid. But yeah, you have a DTMG at Relic 9, you have a Balin Skull at Relic 8. You have some kind of interesting farms here that I'd like to see you kind of push into some of the bigger projects sooner rather than later. And so if you're building for the new one, how's your Galactic Republic look? You bought the bundle. If you're willing to go this high on relic levels, if you're gonna, because like I saw the Vader's Fist, I saw it, which means you basically bought your way through Apo, so you're gonna push into the clones. So that's your plan, is pushing into clones. Consider Lord Vader. Weird. I know it's weird. I know. We're going weird places, but yeah, Rey and a Lord Vader might be the way to go for you. Absolutely wild. Might be the way you're going for this. Yes, I am also streaming on Twitch, Skotanovich. Rabid_Beaver_SW. Sounds good, Squid Overlord. Beaver recommended Lord Vader. Yeah, I mean, if this person's going to spend money on their clones, I want them to get the most out of their clones. So, yeah. Oh, you've had Bad Batch for a while, or did you buy the Lightspeed bundle? It looks like a Lightspeed bundle, Bad Batch. Yeah, it is really jarring, and unfortunately we can't fully know, but already we're seeing Apo increase the viability of the Lord Vader team regardless of what we will see in the future. So we can't truly know how good Lord Vader's going to be quite yet, but if you're going for a raid team, if you're going for these clones, you're willing to spend crystals, you're willing to spend money, whatever it might be, Lord Vader, it's a little out of your way, but it's gonna be nice. Then you'll get the most out of it, especially because we don't know how good Tarkin's gonna be. Tarkin's gonna be great in the raid, but Tarkin could be absolute doo-doo in GAC. So it just kind of remains to be seen. Something to keep on your radar, not necessarily something that I'm going to say you need to do. So. Yeah, Alana, you're not wrong. I mean, it went to my number one choice out of the 3 GLs that are close, so. You're still farming new Bad Batch too? Yeah, so if you're farming new Bad Batch, I might stick to that and kind of continue on your own path. So it sounds like you're building for the raid. It sounds like you're very... I don't know. This looks like something I would see out of Rote. This seems like a Rote-focused account. Maybe I'm crazy and you're just taking up passion projects, but a Relic 9 DTMG screams either passion project or Rote. Like, nothing between. So, I don't know. It just kind of depends on what your focus is. But Bad Batch, I would focus on the Bad Batch because it's not going to cost you crystals or money to really get them up. You can just, it was a PP, a passion project. There's nothing wrong with a little PP. So, then yeah, I focus down the new Bad Batch, get them up and running. I'd ignore the new clones for now, and kind of continue on your path. Yeah, you have the Rey stuff, you have a whole bunch of stuff for JML. You should be pushing into the Rebel Trinity and heading in that direction. That's going to be the thing that helps your account the most. So you get Rey, you have a defensive GL, then you can push into you can push into the Jedi Master Luke and then into the Jabba, and that's going to be the thing that really helps your roster. But very nice. I love the fact that you have the Hyena Bomber and the Vulture Droid. Star Fortress, it looks like you're working on, which is good. Punishing one's almost done. I'm liking what you're doing with your ships overall. And the Relic 9 TIE Defender's sexy. I like that. I wish I could justify that. You do need a scythe, though. I'm guessing you haven't worked on your Inquisitors at all. Yeah, you could really use a scythe. Oh, gosh. But if your guild's not pushing for it, the guild's not pushing for it, so. But yeah, so that would kind of be my go-to for this account. I'm not actually that worried about your ships. It looks like you're taking good care of your ships. Your character-wise, I want to see you build up rather than out. Your building so far has been like really good outwards, but you need some of these big ticket items. You need a Rey, you need a Jabba to get your value. You know, you need some good solid stuff in your roster that's up in that upper echelon, because your off meta is looking great. I mean, a Dr. Aphra, a Great Mothers, a Balin, a Darth Bane, like you have a lot of great off meta, but like getting your own defense, some really solid defensive teams, and especially the value that you get from the Rebel Trinity and, you know, Jabba, extra GL ship, all that type of stuff, extra Zetas from Leia, all that type of stuff is very important. So I you know, Bad Batch, yes, farm on the side, New Empire, ignore. Finish your Rey, go for the JML, go for the Jabba. That would be my route for you. Mods, you're looking great on mods. Yeah, like that's a faster JKCK than I own. Like, your mods are gorgeous. You just need to start working on banging out some of those big farms. Hey, General Kestis, welcome, my friend. This music makes me feel like it's the end of a sad movie. I mean, you see the addendum in Appo's kit. Appo can't die as long as Lord Vader is alive. when there's no GL on the enemy team. Like, yeah, it's... I think it's meant to shut off meta counters hard. Yes, Denny's later, most likely, Iceman. Yes, we talked about this yesterday, actually, Scott Novich. You need to be here for every stream. You miss out, bro. So Jabba has Smuggler's Run 2, which gives you essentially, what is that? It's 2.5 times a month. We'll say 3 times a month just for ease of, you know, saying it. 3 times a month, you're getting 6 dot mods worth of materials, as well as, what is that? 60, 180 reroll materials, and 6 health mods. Times 3 is 18 health mods. So you're getting tons of like 6 dot plus stuff that's really, really helpful for modding. Just every single month, as well as Leia has a tier of the like Ewok assault battle thing that comes around, and that gives you extra Zetas and materials as well. Yeah, well, no, I'm kind of worried about that. 10,000 crystals worth of mods. I mean, overall, mods are something that you can't put a price tag on because CG tries, but it's all RNG, so you can't really put a price tag on how immediately good anything mod related is. It's so incredibly good. Will you fix your contrast when you reach 5K subs? I will fix my contrast probably in the next week or so, because I'm going to be consolidating my setup into one PC in the next week, I hope. So. Off meta and PP's pretty much describe my roster. This is my roster too, until recently, so. Yeah, Stefan, I got you, my friend. Dude, I love Zori. Zori is still one of my biggest PPs. There's a reason when my guild was like, hey, we need someone to take a Relic 8 character, and I saw that Finn was on the list. I was like, yeah, I'll take Finn to Relic 8. Absolutely. Like, no problems. I have 0 issues with that because I love the Finn team. The Finn Zori team is so great. Also, Sin, welcome, my friend. I don't know what Yao means, but are you King of the Rock? Anyone get that reference? Anyways, Steven, we will do you next, my friend. But yeah, overall, I think it's the big projects for you. That's the thing I'm worried about. If you can get, you know, a couple more GLs, you can get a Leviathan, you can get that type of stuff, you're going to be doing great. And especially the Jabba. You already have the JML bundle, you'll get, or not the JML bundle, but the Rebel Allies bundle or whatever it was. It'll get you to JML really easily, and then you can go from that to Jabba, and that would be my suggestion for your roster. New Bad Batch checks out a lot, even at Gear 11. Heck yeah, dude. I don't have any experience with the new Bad Batch because I was so uninterested in the new Bad Batch team. There were so many characters I was hoping for from season 3 of Bad Batch, and we got none of them. So, hey, Cameron Shumway. Yep, Fogly Doggly, you guys got it. Fair, old man. But even with like dude, do not sleep on it. Don't sleep on it. If you have a Zeta on Finn and you have like the Spice Runner skill Zeta on Zori and that's it, and she's 2-star Gear 9, throw that thing on defense. I would get like 10 holds in Kyber 2 using that team with a 3-star Gear 9 Zori. Like, do not sleep on utilizing that even at low gear. Yeah, well, it's still long. It's rough, isn't it? Yeah, Lolna, I think you're right. Okay, so we got Stefan DiMaggio. Stefan, are you? Yep, Stefan D, right there. Okay. Also, I want to put out a poll about this real quick. I'm gonna guess this is gonna be a resounding yes, but it's worth asking at least. Okay, short term, finish Jabba Malevolence. Medium term, Trey a team. Do I farm Scion? No, you don't farm Scion. Just replace him with Darth Vader or any other Sith that you want to. Don't need it. Dash around our team will have R5 Dash and Beskar Mando. China. Just need a real GG long term towards Leia JML next year. Okay, so you went for an Executor Rush to start. You're getting Jabba next. I'd probably go Jabba into JML, honestly. It'll be closer. You can get a second GL in there, and then you'll have a defensive GL and an offensive GL. Jedi Knight Luke team, like Jedi Knight Revan's a really easy character to get, and like that is the core of a Jedi team. And so if you want to get like a Relic Jedi Knight Luke and a Relic Jedi Knight Revan, and then just any couple of Jedi that are like year 12, you can build a team out of it. Here's the thing, a lot of your teams that you're looking at are just subpar teams, or you're building into things that aren't going to go anywhere. Like Dash, if you're wanting Starkiller, then sure. Then I would like push towards Dash and, you know, that type of thing. But unless you're getting Starkiller, it's not vitally important for me. So it looks like in medium term you do have Starkiller listed. So yeah, I mean, if you want to do that, it'll build you, you know, it'll give you the Treya team's Talon, that type of stuff. So Starkiller's in the works too. Yeah, I see it right here. It's underneath the Treya team. Also, Jedi and Lightside Ufu, literally anyone. For Starkiller, literally anyone. The best light side Ufus are Baby Cal and Visismar. Jedi, I personally think probably the best fifth for that team is probably General Kenobi, but that's pulling from other teams. But literally any Jedi tank. Plo Koon is what most people use because Plo Koon may not have a taunt, so he doesn't actually work as a tank, but Starkiller's Omicron forces him to taunt, and so he's not used in any other teams. Plo Koon's usually a go-to for the fifth. Any Jedi tank. Doesn't matter. Yeah, old Ben's solid. Shock T, I wouldn't suggest Shock T as your Jedi because she's not a tank. Starkiller's Omicron forces Jedi tanks to taunt as well as gives them damage immunity. And a taunting tank that has damage immunity is hilarious and amazing. And so you're losing out on some of the uses of the team by going for something like a Shock T. But it still works. Like, the team overall does work regardless of who the 4th and 5th character is. Emperor Palpatine, Mara Jade, Starkiller, and any light side online force user and any Jedi. It doesn't matter. So. Yeah, I don't like super investing into the Vandor team just because it's just a so-so team. Like, it's good, don't get me wrong, it's good, but it's still like a B-tier defensive team. Even if when you get Vandor, it's fairly easy to beat. I don't know, it's not a team unless you get light speed bundles that allow you to do that type of stuff. It's not something I'm super interested in. Overall, you're staying in the Rebel Trinity, and I like to see that. I don't necessarily have a huge problem with what you have as listed. I'd like to see a Jedi Knight Revan in this roster, as you've mentioned with the Jedi Knight Luke team, but I wouldn't worry about necessarily building a huge Jedi Knight Luke team, because, you know, you get Jedi Knight Revan, you have Jedi Knight Luke, you have Hoda, and then you're going to get JML, and then you just have to find a fifth for JML. So, like, I wouldn't worry about getting much more than Jedi Knight Revan for that team. Grievous team, it's up to you. If you're seeing a lot of JMLs on defense, then consider it. But, like, it's a full team that you're building. I don't usually suggest General Grievous unless you're going for gas. Or if you already have the droids done from, like, a Lightspeed bundle. Yeah, so I do like the idea of building out this overinvested, underinvested Traya, building out the Traya team in general. I think you're on the money with some of this. I think you should go Jabba JML for your big farms. I would skip Grievous. Dash I wouldn't invest too much into. Starkiller's great. Treya's great. Don't do Scion. Let's take a quick look at your mods and your ships. Love the Mara Jade. I definitely didn't click 3PO Chewie. I definitely clicked Admiral Piet. Where is 3PO and Chewie? How did I click on 3PO and Chewie? Oh, there he is. Yeah, okay. I'm sorry, Ninja. I woke up and started streaming. What do you want from me? And I don't have a soda. I got no soda today. All of my soda is gone. I ran out last night. Because someone made me chug my soda yesterday. Whataburger time. Sounds good, old man. But yeah. Looks like overall you know what you're doing with modding. Your mods look solid. Like you're farming up mods well, and as you get more characters, you're obviously going to increase your mods. But it looks like you have a pretty a good idea who should be fast. I'd like to see your Grief Karga faster, because this boss team can be really gross even at low gears with the Grief Karga and the Mando. But like overall, it looks like you know what you're doing. Your Boshley I'd like to see in 330 as you get closer to Jabba. Not really worried about your account. I think you're actually looking pretty dang good, dude. Like, I don't see anything wrong with your goals besides the things that I stated, Don't focus on the light side Ufu. Don't focus down the Dash Rendar team. Like, yeah, build a Dash Rendar team, but you don't need to, like, relic up the Dash Rendar team unless you're going full on, like, Vandor Chewbacca. You certainly could if you wanted to. It's not the greatest team, though. And just having a random Dash team is a solid enough team to hold you over till you get more stuff. Grievous team, wait till you get gas, Okay. For ships, after Malevolence, any fleets worth it? So fleets are weird. Malevolence, great. It's an early one that you can get. But besides that, like, you have to build a team around it. And so, like, yes, you should be picking up Rebel ships whenever they pop up. Make sure that you have the U-Wings done. I'm not seeing a Biston's U-Wing in here. Start picking up Biston U-Wing shards now, so that way you can go for that profundity. But, like, if you're looking at ships, a lot of the times, a lot of these ships are going to be things that are outside of your reach, because they're going to be outside of the things that you usually farm. So the ones that I would suggest are Malevolence. Because of your Executor, this is going to be mostly done already. You're just going to be waiting on a TIE Interceptor, which eventually you will get. And even before the TIE Interceptor, this is still a decent fleet to take things out. So getting your Iden Versio is not a bad thing whatsoever. And then your Rebels, make sure you're working on your Biston's U-Wing, so that way you can get your Profundity after your JML or after your Jabba, wherever you want to fit that. So Besides those fleets, trying to build any other fleet outside of that, you're going to be building basically a whole new farm that's going to build into another GL than what you're currently doing. So I try to stick to the ones that are close, the ones that can work with what you have in your roster right now. Yeah, Home 1's still okay. It's not amazing, but it's still okay, and it'll be something good until you can get a Profundity. But you do want to keep that Profundity, you know, in view. So, you know, make sure you're working on getting the Dash's ship, the Outrider, and, you know, working on Pistons. U-Wing, those are usually the two holdups for most people for Profundity. So, okay, just to confirm, that's the last of our paid for. Yes. Digger, are you still here? Robomelon, I'm at 10.8 and I'm getting Leviathan Profundity this month, finally. Yeah, go for that. Fair Robomelon. Okay, so let's see. Doesn't sound like Digger is still here. So, Graphic, are you still here, my friend? I think I just saw you message, so. Okay, Graphic. Didn't we do just not too long ago? Finishing Paw Patrol. Then after that, sounds good, Madness. You have a great day. Hey Beaver, is there a decent news? I have no idea what that was saying. I was trying to get through that. Hi, Sand. Finishing Paw Patrol, then after that I'll finish JML. Let's get our timer going. We're gonna wreck through all these, you know, previews. Oh, we don't have our timer because we're not using Streamlabs. Okay, we're just gonna move fast then. Then after that I'll finish JML and his Rex. Okay, staying in the Rebel Trinity, look very good. We good idea to get JKCK and Zepho ready. I'm also about to unlock my first Conquest character, Emo Ray. Should I save Zetas for her? I got one full moment, still working on hard mode. Please don't. Okay. Yes, Astro, we can do you next, my friend. Should I save Zeta? It's more of should I save Omicrons for her, but yes. Darkside Ray is way too good to not save stuff for, so I would say so. JKCK and Zepho ready. You have the Jabba. Do you have a Malicos hiding in here somewhere? Not really. JKCK wouldn't be a bad thing. I'd also suggest Profundity. Your Zetas are looking severely depleted. You're looking at getting JML soon. That's 6 Zetas right there. Plus you're looking at getting yourself an Emo Ray. You're going to need 3 Zetas for her. You also have a Finn in your account that you don't have a Zeta on. And that hurts. Finn Zori team doesn't really work without a Finn Zeta. And so I think you need to take some time to do some ships, do some of these farms like JKCK where it doesn't require a lot of Zetas, because you can get through the JKCK event without any Zetas. So doing some farms that don't require a lot of Zetas, especially because like you don't have a lot of overinvested, underinvested in the bottom of your roster. You just have a lot of stuff that could be taken up. Yeah, there's a decent Lightspeed bundle. There's 2 teams you can build out of the Lightspeed bundle, but one requires less effort than the other. So you can either make the Great Mothers team, or you can make the Marin team, or you can make both. I highly suggest you just drop and get yourself a Marin.
Credits will do fine.
Jump the line next, Charles Chewy. Okay, sounds good, Vinco. So yeah, either one works. I suggest the Marin team. You just get Marin basically, and then all of a sudden your Night Sisters are fire, and they can help 2-shot a Jabba or 1-shot a Jabba, like I've been doing recently. But yeah, so I definitely think those ones are going to be solid, just because you have a lot of stuff in here it's going to need Zetas, and you don't have the Zetas. And so farming something like Profundity, farming something like Zepho Ready, it doesn't cost you a lot of Zetas to get done. So I definitely think that's not a bad thing to do. Staying with the Rebel Trinity is what I would suggest for a roster like this. Speed-wise... your mods are looking like they need some work. No character over 314 is rough in an account that's 8 million GP. So make sure that you're working on your mods. If you need some help, go look at Rabbit Beaver mods. Just type it into YouTube and you'll find a guide that'll help you kind of figure out your mods to a certain extent. Your Supreme Leader Kylo is in the okay area for speed. I'd like to see him over 570, but 540, 570 is minimum. 500 speed, 10,000 damage, very nice. Jabba the Hutt, a little on the slower side. Modded well though, like to see it. GLs I'm not super worried about. Supreme Leader Kylo Ren could use a little bit more, but with Darkseid Ray, make it significantly less important. Still, you want good modded characters, but everything else could use some better mods, like Jedi Knight Revan being under 300 speed is rough. Resistance Zero Finn, same thing, but you don't have a Finn Zeta. I would like to see that Finn Zeta sooner rather than later. That's a team that you're definitely sleeping on. But yeah, ship-wise, finish your BTLB, finish your Hyena Bomber. Your Star Fortress, yeah, it's just tanks. It looks like you're working on them, but you need to finish them. So yeah, keep working on your ships, and going for ships is going to allow you to have the space to get the Zetas that you need in your roster. So. For sure, Iceman. You got 4 Omis? Dang, bro. Good. Yeah, I saw the C, and it's just like, I can't suggest it. It's 6 more Zetas you don't have. So. Like, you have a ton in here. Like, I'd love to see this Captain Rex come up and a Zeta thrown on him, because that Phoenix team's amazing. You have so much in here that would be amazing if you just had Zeta. So please take a break, focus on ships, focus on things that are not going to make you jump into more Zetas. So. Okay, next up we have Astra. Yes, I can put a longer message with it. If you send me that, I should be able to add it. You'll just take me a second to go do. Astra. Astra. Astra, there you are. I always think of the Latin phrase per ardua ad astra every time I see your name. Which means, I think it's like through adversity to the stars. Yeah, low Zeta teams that you have in your roster to finish. Gosh, you're asking a hard question, dude. You kind of for the lady.
Brothers will do fine.
Oh, Duff Cake, you're killing me. So Mara is currently in heat, and so she's in her kennel right now. And so I'd have to go grab her real quick. Might have to make that my channel slogan now. There you go. I mean, obviously finish your Zori. Okay, so here's the thing. You don't have a ton of low Zeta stuff lying around in your roster, but what you do have is some overinvested, underinvested, like you see take up. Captain Rex finishing your Sith Empire, finishing your Iden Versio. You have some stuff that could definitely use some work. A lot of your teams that you have ready to go are high Zeta teams. Now, if you want something low Zeta to throw up, if you have the Zetas to put on Mon Mothma, Luthen, you can basically not put his Zetas on. You can put a Zeta on if you want to, but he'll do most of what he needs to do without Zetas or Omicrons. Additionally, you can start building a Maul team. It's a fun little peepee. So the getting Garsax and Imperial Super Commando doesn't require any Zetas, and they're a 2-man. They can do a lot. You can throw them with Imperial Troopers to do the assault battle, the Empire assault battle with the Ewoks, with like literally no effort with Imperial Troopers, and they'll solo or duo a gas team. Like there's a lot there that you can do with those two. So there's a couple ideas. We're focusing on fleets, focusing on overinvested, underinvested that you currently have in your roster, working on those two. Those would be the kind of things I'm looking for. Don't worry, Duff. I will make sure she gets a treat, but it may not be on stream, and I apologize for that. Here's the deal, Duff Cake. We will give her a treat and bring her up on the chair and give her a treat during our GAC stream later today. Where be thy treasure? I wish I had stuck with this game for real. I mean, if you're willing to spend just a little bit of moolah, Lightspeed bundles has helped a lot to get people to the place where you see them now. Like, it costs like $30 to get Supreme Leader Kylo Ren now. So, like, the game's gotten, you know... Yeah, so there's these things that come around. There's none happening right now, but they show up in the store. They're called Lightspeed bundles, and they essentially will give you all the characters relicked up that you need for like a farm. And so, like, here we'll show you one real quick. Let's see, where's go events? So go events, and then it'll be in the data mine. Data mine. So yeah, here we go. Like these ones right here. So for $10 plus another $15, you basically got everything that you needed character-wise to get yourself to Profundity. There's a Bad Batch bundle for $30 that gets you all of the Bad Batch up to Relic 5, and so these have been a huge catch-up mechanic they've added in the last year and a half that have caused people to be able to, you know, have accounts like what we're looking at right now. Is because just Lightspeed bundles exist. So they fluctuate, they'll come in and out, but we are coming up on May the 4th, and May the 4th last year, they dropped a whole bunch of the old Lightspeed bundles, as well as a couple new ones, and so we're assuming within the next month that we will be getting some more Lightspeed bundles coming back around. So... yeah. So keep an eye out whenever Lightspeed bundles are announced. Whenever we know they're coming back, I'll always make a video and let people know that they're coming and that type of stuff. So yeah, Lightspeed bundles are the way to go. 4.7 million GP in 1 year. Yep, heck yeah. Now you're 10.6 after, yep, 6.5 to 10.6. Heck yeah. Lay a Lightspeed bundle, please. I mean, they technically gave away one. Or you could just free to play. Yeah, you certainly can still free to play. The game's never been in a better spot for free to play. You're not wrong, Wants to Wanga. Like, I don't see any problems with people doing free to play accounts, and you know, if you don't have disposable income, absolutely. I do think if you have a little bit of disposable income, a Lightspeed bundle is probably the best thing you could possibly do in this game. But you know, if you want to play free to play, you certainly can, and it's 100% viable. A Bounty Hunter Squad, he's so-so. He has his own faction, Hut Cartel, and Hut Cartel he does really well. He's still the best starting GL to get as a free-to-play player. He's still one of the best defensive GLs in the game. And they also have a Lightspeed bundle for him. So if that Lightspeed bundle comes back around, you could be getting Jabba really easily, Sodius. It sounds good, Noah. Yeah, we've had a lot of paid for reviews today, so it's kind of lasted a little longer than we were expecting. Maurice, we consider that free to play plus. Yeah, Lulna, the raid thing is worrying. Yeah, I'm not the biggest fan, Sodius. I have things to say about Dave Filoni. Dave Filoni will not give up a character, and it's upsetting. I really loved the Dark Disciple novel. I did, you know, and it was basically greenlit by the person that wrote the episodes and everything. And then he's just like, you know what? I want my character back. And he did the same thing with, why am I spacing? He keeps doing this, and it's driving me nuts. Ahsoka. Like, he's like, oh yeah, you know, there's an Ahsoka novel? Screw that, I'm going to tell my own story of the same thing. I can't come up with a different story than the story that's already been written, and I'm going to steal it back and tell it a different way because it's my character. Yeah. I feel like that Dave needs to be reined in at times. I love a lot of the work he does, but he does need to be reined in at times because he does have that same thought process as George Lucas of if I didn't make it, then it didn't happen, essentially. And so all of it is like, oh yeah, it's fun that you told that story. That's not how it worked. Only what I say is how it worked. So Asajj isn't his character. Asajj is actually, I think, based around like the writing of Asajj throughout most of Clone Wars, I believe, is based around the thoughts of George Lucas's daughter, but was not originally made by him, but flushed out by him. Finish. Sorry, dude, we're getting off topic. Okay, fleet wise. Okay, so you have a close titties, I'm guessing. The profunity's close. Yeah, profunity's close. So yeah, finish out the profundity. Highly suggest finishing out your Galactic Republic. BTLB is an unmanned starfighter, so it doesn't require any Zetas, anything like that. And you have a Marauder with Relic 5 Bad Batch. Finish this fleet, dude. Finish the fleet, including relicking Mace Windu. Not something I normally would have told people, but nowadays, yeah, relic your Mace Windu. Even if you're not going for JMK right now, relic your Mace Windu to get that fleet up. Finish your Star Fortress. Yeah, so yeah, you have some fleets to definitely finish. So focusing down fleets will give you the space to get those Zetas. Profundity, yes, finish it. You're close. You might as well, but you also have some off-meta fleets that you should definitely push into. Jon Favreau's great. Oh yeah. Yeah, I'm trying to remember. I think that was the introduction. I don't remember reading any books or anything before that. I do think they took heavy inspiration from Count Dooku's Apprentice from way back when with Kumari Vosa, because I believe that was before those before the 2003 Clone Wars, but will make sense eventually for Ventress. I doubt that at this point, because Dave, like, literally threw a wrench in Thrawn's canon this last season of Tales of the Jedi. He threw a wrench in Ahsoka's canon in the first season of Tales of the Jedi, and in this season he's throwing a wrench in Dark Disciples. Like, he just keeps throwing wrenches because he's like, I didn't tell the story, therefore it doesn't matter to me. And it's like, why? Why, dude? You said that you were going to bring in Timothy Zahn as a consultant on season 2 of Ahsoka. Still hasn't happened. He's still waiting on a phone call, dude. Like, probably only like 30 more minutes, Yotter, because I really need food. Okay, next up we had, who was it? Not Duff Cake. Duff Cake's for a treat. Vince O. Name is Charles Chewy. There he is. He's like way at the bottom. Yes, then we'll do a Denny stream. I think Sam Witwer... Sam Witwer could do really well. I think Sam Witwer could really do poorly as well. Sam Witwer to me feels like... J.J. Abrams. Like, he's not quite the Kanan Jarrus level of fanatic. The Kanan Jarrus' voice actor, I don't remember his name, is kind of a wild guy when it comes to Star Wars. But he has, like, too much of a reverence for Star Wars and too much of a desire to do fan service, you know? And so I think it can get to a worrying degree. Dave Filoni's not afraid to do his own thing and make new things in the Star Wars universe. I think Sam Witwer is too much of a fan that he would struggle to a certain degree. I think he could do something really good. I also think that he could go a little too far in the fan servicey side, like J.J. Abrams did, where Episode 7 is just a whole bunch of callbacks and a whole bunch of, like, trying to do what pander to the Star Wars audience and make a Star Wars movie to make a Star Wars movie. Whereas J.J. Abrams was making or not J.J. Abrams, not John. What is his name? Ryan Johnson. There we go. That's why I was thinking John. Ryan Johnson acknowledged what a Star Wars movie was and did the opposite. And, you know, anytime you would assume something would happen, he'd subvert the expectations because he's trying to push out of the Star Wars mold by breaking the mold specifically versus doing his own thing, like Mandalorian would do, or some other of the shows that have done something completely different. So yeah, the problem with the Starkiller show is they'd have to underpower Starkiller to an extent where fans would be upset at it. $5, Panic Monk. Just a pain to grind, but I'll start those. Bundles were blessing, but also put a Zeta crunch. So okay. I don't know what I'm trying to do right now. Any advice is good, thanks. Okay, sounds good, my friend. I could see that, Heinricher. Okay, let's see. Charles Chewy. Just finished C so far. I'm gonna hold off on another GL push. I think I just want to work on Relux and my current team. Okay, so you're gonna want to push towards Jabba like as soon as possible. I know you're, excuse me, I know you're trying to avoid another GL, but you have the Kursan, which means you have the Lightspeed bundles in your roster, and having a Jabba, you don't even need to put Zetas on him, and he can do the Smuggler's Run, the Smuggler's Run event. And if you have the Smuggler's Run event, you can take as long of a break as you need, and you're getting 6-dot mods constantly from it. So I do highly suggest, with where you're at, even if you don't have the Zetas and you want to work on other things, I do suggest pushing the Jabba. I know that you're Zeta poor. I know you're struggling with that. I do think that getting yourself the Jabba just to get the Smuggler's Run 2 is something that I would suggest. Smuggler's Run 2? Jabba. Jabba can literally do Smuggler's Run 2 with 0 Zetas. You just have to have good mods and you can do it. Sounds good, Sodius. You have a great day, my friend. And like now that it's simmable, you don't even have to move mods around. You can just move mods once and do it for the first time and then never do it again. Yeah, you don't need ult for Jabba and Smuggler's Run. And also you can do the ult with no Zetas too. The ult battle is the easiest thing in the world. Jabba is one of the easiest events in the game. Swap out this defense mod for an offense mod, even if you need to drop off the speed and you have like 3 speed here. I don't care. Throw it in an offense mod. Defense doesn't do anything for you. Health does, offense does, and your speed's already really high. You're looking for 500 with a 10,000 damage, and you're already over both those markers, so it's Relic 8, so I'd rather have you have a little bit more offense. So swap out that mod. Your Sith Eternal's a little slow. Swap out the triangle to honestly just swap this out for health and then swap that over to Rey and you're good, basically. By speed. Your overall mods could use work. Yeah, Jabba. Yeah. I don't know what to tell you besides go for Jabba, dude. Like coming in with the 2000 huff. What are we huffing today? Is it glue? I like huffing glue. Hungarian forints. Interesting. I was more curious about what what HUF stood for rather than you know, what the exchange rate was, but yes. But yeah, so that would be what I'd focus on, is getting that Jabba. I know it's rough because you just finished C, you don't want to do another GL push, but like even if you don't have Zetas, that is such a good choice. Just especially because you're a very heavy Lightspeed bundle account. So I would highly suggest getting your Jabba. Work on Relic and my current team's higher to be more effective. I have your standard build, Padme team, CLS team, Trooper team. I'm honestly stuck on what I should do other than Zeta the bundles I bought. Well, first things first. What do your ships look like? Also relived Mace Windu and Kelbeck. Where should they go? Oh, Relict. Relict. That is an autocorrect. Okay. Relict. Keller and Beck, if you have the Omicron, goes on his own team, and he replaces your Qui-Gon team in Territory War. And then in Grand Arena, I just put both of them on your Qui-Gon team. Okay. Here's the dealio, my friend. Here is the dealio. You're really close to Jabba, and that is great. You're gonna finish Jabba. That'll give you the space to work on these upping of relics that you're talking about. But in the meantime of doing both of those, I need you to finish your IG 2000. Your punishing one. I need you to get an Executor. You mentioned that you need to work on ships. Executor is your first thing. This is crystals not coming into your roster. You could have 100 crystals a day, 200 crystals a day, or even 400 crystals a day coming in every day if you work on this. Now, IG 2000 being at 5-star, I'm going to guess you haven't put in any work into that. That's another 3 months of work. So this is going to be giving you time to finish the things you're talking about while you farm this. So, you know, make sure you're farming the IG 2000, the punishing one, as well as, looks like you have the other 3 done. So yeah. Just work on that IG 2000, that punishing one, and call it a day, dude. Jabba, then Executor. I'd like you to do Profundity next, honestly. But working on some relic levels will give you the time to finish the things on your current characters that you're working on, as well as get some Zetas into things like having the Finn Zori team up. This is such a good team. Do that type of stuff. I think that's excellent. So. Yeah, ships need work, but I hate doing 3 refreshes and spending crystals for 2 shards of a ship. Yeah, it takes a while. It's rough, but it is one of the best things because those 3 refreshes turn into crystals daily, dude. You cannot sleep on ships. They're so good. But yeah, Executor. You're 1 ship away, essentially. 2 ships with the lifter for it, but 1 ship away from unlocking it. So you'll want to do Jabba, then Executor, and bam. And before you go into Executor, you can take some time and relic up some units because you have 3 months to do it. I would personally shorten that with a refresh and do it in 1.5 months because it's just IG 2000 you need. So be doing the 25 crystal refresh on the node for IG 2000. But Jabba's going to give you the mods that you need to do whatever you need to do, essentially. Okay, next up we have Panic Monk. And this is probably going to be the last one for the day. I apologize to the list of free players. We didn't get through them as nearly as many of you as we were hoping. We had a lot of paid for roster reviews, but it looks like people are liking the early roster review time, so we might try to do one each week if I have time. This is something that, like, you know, I mean, already this week I'm doing, what, 10 streams? I'm going crazy this week, but hopefully we'll be able to do some stuff. Yeah, no problem, Vinso. Panic Monk. Okay, so this is a early on roster. Inquisitors for a guild. Is that what I'm seeing right here? So they're going to be RRs tonight. We'll see. It depends on how much time I have. I still have to do some stuff tonight before I go to bed. I need to get some things out there, so. Chaba gives you the mods to unlock Afra. Yeah, I mean, I don't know if any of us are looking to unlock Afra. This is a weird roster. If I have time, I will do some Monster Manga. It depends on how long our GAC takes. If our GAC takes a long time, then no. If our GAC doesn't, then yes. Okay, want to stay under 1 million GP until next GAC. Why, Panic? Is there a reason? I want to climb to Bronzium with under 1 million GP. Is this a free-to-play account or is this your main account, Panic Monk? Need 1 more GAC win. Nice. It's a free-to-play alt. Okay. That's what I needed to get answered. Okay, so in that case, No ship farming. Oh my gosh, you basically have enough ships to get Zetas and that's it. That's amazing. Okay. Oh my gosh. What are you looking for out of this account? What are you trying to do with the account? Because, like, I can't give you a roster review without knowing the parameters of what you're trying to do with this account. That make sense? Like, I'll take a look at your mods real quick while I'm kind of sitting here, but... I saw the Sid Cron will be coming back. I mean, if you can get it done in time, sure. The Sid Cron's hilarious. Oh, gosh. Gosh. Yeah, Digger, you unfortunately missed it. Although, to be fair, we only did like 3 free views during this, I think. Not for long, unfortunately, Trey, but we will have another stream later on, and we will be doing a Denny's stream today. I just gotta take Mara out, and then I'm gonna go get Denny's and have my first meal of the day. Grand Inquisitor, I'd like to see... Oh, no, he's good. I was gonna say, I'd like to see him over 300 speed. Let's check, though. He's solid. Way too much speed on a Savage. Like, it's good. But, like, dude, switch out this arrow for health. Savage is just survivability. It's not speed that you need. Speed literally does nothing for this character. I'd give him some health, bro. What's the Relic Rex and team for Mommy Mando mission in row? It's Mommy Mando, IG-12, and Grogu, and Bam, all at Relic 7. So it's literally just the requirements for the Bo-Katan. Yeah, I mean, who doesn't love Bo-Katan? Panic Monk. Hold on, we're gonna play this right now. Oh, we're on. I freaking hate the fact that Streamlabs glitch. I was gonna say we'll play our 2% clip. Don't have the 2% clip because Streamlabs. Gosh, freaking dang it. Yeah, get that swapped out on Savage. Overall, your mods look great. Your account looks like you're doing solid. Trying to think where I would go for a roster like this. Great Mothers and Balin. Great Mothers and Balin, then Treya and Starkiller, perhaps. I think I think that would be kind of fun for this roster, kind of building out all of the off meta. Eventually, when you manage to get yourself a Malicos, you'd build yourself a Seer Malicos team. I think that would be fun to kind of build all of the major off meta teams. Yeah. But let's hear it. You figured out something? What is it? This is Carbonite almost into Bronzium and under 1 million GP. With no ships at all. Glenbrook needs 4 more guys, so Poncho Bros, JKA, and maybe Maester Snips. Why don't you just do Qui-Gon? Like, Snips is good, sure. Mace is good, yeah. But do Qui-Gon so that way you have a good lead for it. So yeah, just Poncho Bros, Jedi Knight, Anakin, Qui-Gon, Omicron. Yeah. Yeah. I think that's an excellent idea because then you're also getting value out of it too. Poncho Bros like aren't necessarily like, they're not transformative to that team, but they're gonna not only be good on that team, but they're also going to give you the stuff you need from your assault battle. So yeah, I think it'd be a solid defensive team. It's gonna get you assault battle stuff. Yeah, I think that's a fantastic idea. Qui-Gon's Omicron says he can't gain stealth, right? Yeah, you don't have Qui-Gon yet. Yeah. Can't gain damage to your stealth. Yep, just wanted to confirm. But yeah, so I think that's solid. You know, building out off metas, building out funky things. It looks like a fun one for sure. Yeah, fair enough. You're trying to do that whole thing. Keep in mind, you're gonna have to end GAC that way essentially. I'm pretty sure it doesn't register as getting into Bronzium until after you wait for the rewards at the end of the season during Conquest. So you're gonna have to stay under 1 million for a bit. So because you don't immediately go up to Bronzium, you have to wait for the payout. So. Okay, interesting account for sure. Interesting one to end on, that's for sure. Yeah, you always get 4 to 8 million GP players. You're not wrong. That's how it works. Isaac Carlton, we are ending for today. But in general, if you go to the Discord, there's a section called roster reviews, and we start a new list every single day. And so we just say roster reviews live, and then anyone that shines up after that, we take a look at if we have time. And then if anyone donates, they get first priority, or if anyone has the $10 membership, they get top priority. So, if you go over to the Discord and you go into channels and roles, down at the bottom there is a would you like to be pinged for roster reviews. If you click this button, you'll be pinged for roster reviews when I say roster reviews live now, so you'll never miss out a chance to get roster reviews. You can click it again and remove that role. So go check it out. Also, Panic Monk, with the way that you're playing and the opponents you're playing against, this is really stupid. This is really stupid. But it has gotten me a win before, so I want to give you this this strategy. So what you do is when your opponent sees your defenses and you see their defenses, there's this moment of checking what the opponent has done. So what you do is you go in against one of their teams and you spend 6 solo characters against the team, with the last one being something that can actually deal damage. And then it'll look like you just dropped every battle on that team and you submitted the last one, so you get 10 points. So then they think you've used all your teams, you can't get through anything, and then they throw a team and get through one of your walls, and then they stop playing because they're like, look, he didn't do anything, he wasted all his teams on this team, could not get through, and that's it. And so then you can go wipe 2 of his zones and get a win. So it's a stupid strategy, but I've used it before. There was a guy that had JMK and I didn't have a JMK counter, so I threw 10 teams against JMK and then threw 1 team that could harm the protection of a JMK. And so then it looked like I wasted all my teams on the JMK. And then I went through his top wall and destroyed his top 2 zones because he just, he beat my wall and then called it a day because he's like, oh yeah, he lost. And then in the last 30 minutes of GAC, I jumped in and did that. So little fun strategy that's really stupid, but I like it when it works. So Getting a psych degree is easier than the strat. Oh gosh. Okay. I think we have our end screen over on the on here. We do. Okay. Let's get wrong one. Well, thank you guys for coming out here. For those of you who are members, we are going to do a Denny stream. For those of you who aren't members, we are doing another GAC stream later today, so keep an eye out for that. I got some stuff I got to get done, and yeah. Big shout out to those who contribute to the Beaver Dam. You guys keep the lights on. You guys are amazing. Love each and every one of you. Big shout out to our Dam Elite over there. It's opposite on OBS, so it throws me off. Over there, and you guys are amazing. If you haven't already, connect your Discord to your YouTube under user settings, connections, and then YouTube. You can connect the two, and that'll give you the role that you need to be able to not miss out on anything member-wise. So keep an eye out for that. Big shout out to our damn best members, current and former. You guys are amazing. Love you guys. You'll always have a home on the end screen. I will see you guys in the next video. Let's go see if we can raid someone over on Twitch. Like, it's Wednesday. There's got to be someone out there streaming at this point. There is one dude on Twitch. On YouTube, let's see. Nope, there's no one on YouTube. That's sad. Okay, well, I guess we'll end here with not rating anyone. That's super sad. For those of you on Twitch, thank you for being here. I'm going to send you guys over to Lord of the Fly. Give him a big damn hello from us.
Do it. Roger, roger.
For YouTube, let's see if we can't get someone to start streaming. Let's see. See if we can't get like Scribe or someone to go live.
The next one, we got a lot of rebels unlocked.
Ah!
This one here.
Quiet, Lord of the Fly. In the meantime, we're gonna shut off this while we see if anyone's free. And let's bring you guys back over, and we're gonna just, you know, make sure that I did everything before I get off. You guys want to see me attempt fanatical devotion? Need to buy a new mic? You do or I do? What's wrong with my mic? I didn't go chipmunk mode on you guys, did I? Or are you just referring to the tape right here? Because this isn't actually a new mic that I need, it's just a new cord. The cord is just weird angle stuff, so. If you want to start streaming, fair enough. I mean, mics aren't super expensive, and you don't need a really expensive mic to really do anything amazing. Like this, I think this mic's a $60 mic. You can find a good $20 mic. Whereas currency is called one heck of a glucose guardian. What do you mean by that, Yotter? Ooh, that was perfect. Hey, Mithron Neuroto, we're about to end. I'm just seeing if there's someone we can raid, essentially, while I, do this. I probably should have healed her up. I don't like the idea of her dying. This is gonna be hard to time. There we go. This one will be significantly easier to time, I think. Because we're actually, like, dealing good damage to her. Yes! Got it on the right person, too. I know, this is so interesting, guys. There we go. Heck yeah, we're getting some solid RNG here. I hate these guys. They take forever to kill. Oh yeah, Big Texas roster reviews are over. I actually need to go. I was just checking if any of the other content creators are free to basically raid, but it doesn't look like any of them are. So. And this is going to take me like an hour, and so I'm not willing to sit here and try this. I'll try this later tonight. Even if we had good RNG at the beginning, I hate this assault battle so much. Anyways, thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next video.